everyone! Today I will read aloud the book Spoon, written by Amy Krauss Rosenthal and illustrated by Scott Magoon. Before we get started, I am going to give you a brief overview of what this book is going to be about. This book is about a little spoon who is having trouble accepting himself for who he is and what he is capable of. He is very envious of the other spoons in his family because they are bigger and of different sizes. They're also capable of doing different things than what Little Spoon can do. Little Spoon also thinks because he is little, he is not capable of doing big things, which that is totally wrong. He is also envious of other utensils such as forks, knives, and even chopsticks because they are capable of doing different jobs than what Little Spoon can do. So, looking at the cover of this book, what do you think this book is going to be about? Do you have any predictions about what is going to happen? Let's get started. This is Spoon. This is Spoon's family. See all the different spoons, many different shapes and sizes. On Sundays, Spoon goes to visit his Aunt Silver. He has to be on his very best behavior there. She is very fancy and proper. Goodbye, darling. Ta-ta. At bedtime, Spoon likes to hear his favorite stories about his adventurous great-grandmother who fell in love with a dish and ran off to a distant land. Lately, though, Spoon has been feeling blue. "What's wrong?" asked his mother. "You look a bit bent out of shape." "Nothing," mumbled Spoon. "It's just that, I don't know, all my friends have it so much better than me. Like Knife, he is so lucky he gets to cut. He gets to spread. I never get to cut or spread." "Yes, Knife is pretty spiffy that way, isn't he?" "And Fork. Fork is so lucky. She gets to go practically everywhere. I bet she never goes stir-crazy like I do." "Fork does get out and make herself useful, doesn't she?" "And Chopsticks! They are so lucky. Everyone thinks they're really cool and exotic. No one thinks I'm cool or exotic. Those chopsticks are something else, aren't they?" So what do you think Knives, Fork, and Chopsticks think about Spoon? Meanwhile, if only Spoon knew what his friends were saying at that very minute. "Spoon is so lucky," said Knife. "He is so fun and easygoing. Everyone is so serious with me. No one's ever allowed to be silly with me." "Spoon is so lucky," said Fork. "He gets to measure stuff. No one ever does that with me." "Spoon is so lucky," said Chopsticks. "He gets to go places by himself. We could never function apart." That night after bedtime stories, Spoon's mom turned off the light and tucked him in and said, "You know, Spoon, I wonder if you realize just how lucky you are. Your friends will never know the joy of diving headfirst into a bowl of ice cream." That looks yummy. "They will never know what it feels like to clink against the side of a cereal bowl. They'll never be able to twirl around in a mug or relax in a hot cup of tea. Spoon hadn't thought of that way. He lay awake in bed for a long time. His mind was racing. He felt so alive. There was only one thing to do. I can't sleep. Come snuggle. Come, Spoon. And so he did. Sweet dreams. So what did you learn from this book? Are there any lessons learned from this book that you could apply to everyday life? So after reading Spoon, this book is appropriate for ages 4 to 8. It really teaches the importance of being different. It emphasizes the fact that everybody has different abilities and qualities, and no one is the same. Everybody has their own uniqueness to them. And it is okay to be different, because if everybody was the same, life would be very boring. So thanks for watching and listening to me read Spoon.